What's up, everybody, and welcome back to our Outer Worlds 2 playthrough. We are continuing our playthrough of Outer Worlds 2 by completing all of our companion side quests. First, we're going to do the one with on Cloister regarding Trooper Ortiz's request to shut down the lab on Cloister so we can stop
Moment
the
of your time,
grafting
Commander.
experiments. Yes.
Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now.
Sure.
Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again.
Yeah, what?
That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. Believe I was wrong to do so. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision.
Oh, I've never met an order already before. Is she bad? Mad?
Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's one of the finest minds to ever grace the Order. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path.
Okay.
Do appreciate it, Commander.
Okay, well, now we have two things to go do on, Oh, shoot. Wrong people. Oh, right, this is the first time we're landing on Cloister. Right. Let's change our team real quick. There. Those are the people that I should have. First time on Cloister. And then where's the lab? So we need to go down, work our way to that bridge, and then find the doctor around there. It's freezing. There's the vending machine.
This grafting fell in love with the cold. My whole damn arm's asleep.
Of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned. Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in any crossfire.
What's going on?
gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours.
Uh-huh.
Cloister has been a difficult front, and losing the archive, first to the invaders and now to the Protectorate, has made it even more painful. Never mind the rifts. If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it.
What's that?
Only the finest place on this ice ball. Words aren't sufficient to capture its many quality attributes. Best you observe it yourself. Avalanche collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path is along the cliffside here. Mind your step.
We have another side quest, apparently. I guess we just keep heading this way. Yikes, this is terrible. Ah. Is there anything nice here? Well, at least it's warm here. Bye, bye. Okay, well, now we have a new...
Did you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since deployment.
Honestly, the ones you get in the field are lifesavers. I would have been dead 3 times over without mine.
Oh, that does... Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of ursopods in the area. You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
Hey, you're right, but hey. Ursopods. Sounds like...
Graft is ready, and frankly, pissed off.
Premeditating violence!
Shoot, I've already been thrown into this.
Before you injure someone.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
I need to get some, I need to get some warm clothing on. I wonder if there's anything for sale. Any warm clothing for sale around here? There are bounties here, but...
Hey, Commander. Something tells me the Order won't be keen on letting an enemy soldier walk through
Heard
their
that.
gate.
Halt. The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect someone matching your description. However, he said nothing about admitting questionable allies. Members of Auntie's choice are not permitted inside Laplace's garden. Your companion will have to wait outside.
Huh. If only one of us could have foreseen this situation. But I'll stay back, Commander. Ain't no reason to cause a scene.
You're right.
You should heed the wisdom of your friend. Is this some kind of test? No participants or observants are permitted to discuss Laplace's garden outside its boundaries. You'll discover all you need once inside, after ridding yourself of your problematic auxiliary, of course.
I'll be off then. Well, that's fine. I need to find clothes that'll protect me from some, like, frostbite. No, I'm not gonna steal. Probably not here, right? Ah, hibernation suit. Yes, yes. That sounds like what I need. This does look like what they're wearing. Do I have a hibernation hat? don't have the hibernation hat. This is kind of a coherent one. Here, wait, let me... Hopefully this works.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
It's still pretty far. Architect's Burglass?
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of
Oh.
1 to 100.
Maybe I should have just went
1
here.
being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is...
And then... hold on. Still a ways to go.
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the Archive.
UNEAC is likely been sorting out their logistic problems. Took a moon-sized computer to do it.
Well, we're getting there. So there's just gonna be this giant bridge ahead of us. Oh, hello. Looks like there's trouble up ahead.
I seriously question the structural integrity of that bridge.
Popping my claw. My claw's always crabby.
Damn it. Hold on.
Wouldn't be wise wandering across that bridge. Rat's raring to go. Mess with me, you get the claw. My claw's always crabby.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Are you serious? I was right there. Ah.
I seriously question the structural integrity of that bridge.
Rat's raring to go. Popping my claw. My claw's always crabby.
in progress. Mitigating the threat. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Stress tingling. All charged up.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
I don't trust this bridge either, honestly. Uranium. How are we supposed to get across this? Excuse me.
Do try to limit further damage, Commander.
Well, it did. But we did gain it slower. Well, let's just go in here and see what we can find. Oh, a flywheel. Okay. I still need to figure out, like... Yikes, this place looks like a mess. Well, not much of a path ahead of us. We need to keep forging on. Auntie's choice. Forward operating base. Oh well. Haha, hello people. We actually have some...
Welcome to Auntie's Choice. We look forward to your inevitable acquisition and...
Welcome, Big Spend.
No.
Doesn't protect your scope. Squeeze the scope this time.
I'm open to ideas. What would you expect to get done with the archive?
Clearly they've added more auto-mags.
The scrappers are getting closer and sniffing around at night. They give me the creeps.
I would rather have them scavenging than attacking us.
No! It's our scraps now. We finds it, we keeps it. You go away.
You dumber!
I'm not getting involved in that. Where's this doctor?
Open! Open! You listen, my hammer, and
Got
open!
company, Commander.
Knock,
Friendly
knock,
kind.
bang, bang on your door like an old grandmother come visit with.
We shut that down. We shut that guy down.
This must be the place Ortiz mentioned. Hard to fathom a lab in those caves. Whoa. Commander, hold up a moment. Are you hearing this? It's some manner of distress signal. Encrypted. One of Auntie's, I'm certain, but this one ain't entirely familiar to me. Can't unless you have an Auntie's Choice patented codebreaker on your person. Reckon we'll need to find the signal's source. If it's not to do with the lab, I'll be damned. We should press on. Bro! Walk up.
Reviving me is strategically optimal.
Thank you, dear.
Oh, wait. I don't like this at all. Here's the lab.
What in the void? Law, I think I've seen enough death to fill 3 lifetimes. And it don't get any easier. What happened here? He spent his last moments crawling over to this terminal from the wreck. Sorry, friend. Wait. He's got a code breaker on him. Let's see.
You go ahead, Inez.
I'll be damned. That powered up the elevator. Signal's stronger than ever now. These poor bastards must have been responding to it same as us. This must be the lab.
At least Auntie's choice had the good sense to leave the back door operational. Can't say I'm yearning to see what they've done with the place, though.
I just want answers. Let's go.
Hello? Is anyone there? I have been signaling for help incessantly. Come quickly. I'm trapped in my office, by the foyer. The others, I fear they might have lost their lives at the hands, claws of escaped beasts. Mind yourself.
That's him. That must be the doctor. He's got no idea an entire squad died trying to fly in here and save his sorry ass.
That's assuming he'd care. I'd give that roughly a 1 out of 10 chance.
I'm still low on health. Yikes. Well, we can't go in there. We halted the Zeranium flow. 2 ecological lab personnel from the Officer of the Proctor. My diligent archivists and scienticians, the war is encroaching our doorstep. By my calculations, we have approximately 3.414 days, and an admittedly auspicious figure, to vacate and cordon off the premises before any of our research or personnel fall into the hands of the invaders. Complete all your calculations in a collected and timely fashion. Repair all sensitive data for extraction. All machinery is to be kept on low power so that when the Order inevitably emerges victorious, we will return and commence our research with immediacy. May the numbers guide you all, Proctor Bylaw. After a thorough perusal of all the machinery and equipment at our disposal, I'd have to say we've hit the proverbial jackpot. Those Order nuts sure knew how to build a place. Everything is functioning as expected, and there's enough Zeranium here to power our lab operations for years to come. I am a whit concerned about the pressure valves in the boiler room. Operating them appears to require a position I'm not familiar with, and I've not yet had time to test them thoroughly. Were some kind of accident to occur, I'm not sure my usual method of hit it with a pipe until I hear a loud clunk will suffice. From Dr. Giles, your insistence that we research the valve network and develop fail-safe measures for said network have become increasingly irritating. If something were to become disruptive with the Zeranium, and I repeat, this will never happen, I am certain you will win the battle against a couple of knobs and wheels. My concern, Mechanist Tate, is that this obsession is nothing more than a way to distract from your duties, which I remind you is to lure the Ursapods from outside into the cages I provided. If you're going to handle this task, I know the executive who assigned you here will be quite interested to know about it. Who's observant?
What's... Hola, Ortiz? No, it ain't him. I thought... Commander, help me make sense of this.
Uh-huh. Now I extra want to kill this scientist.
I had a notion of what I might encounter here. Test tubes, records, some graphs kept on ice, but not this. Law. My heart just about stopped when I saw him. I thought Ortiz had come back, gotten himself in trouble, but... No. This man, whoever he is, he's been dead for a time. That's what I'm figuring. The graft placement and composition look exactly the same. And went wrong exactly the same, I'd reckon. Void, damn it. This poor man. The test subjects. Ortiz. All of them are dead. All of them left in ruin by the butchers running this place. All of them could have been me. That ain't true. It weren't abandonment. It was breakage. I knew what would happen should anything go wrong. It made me a liability. It endangered my unit. I can't blame anyone else when I knowingly accepted the risks. But they gave me hope when I had nothing.
I don't mean to be cynical, but like, look at this.
That was a lie. Then, where does that leave me? Suppose I've always known something to be true, though. If nobody's privy to what the powerful do behind closed doors, then they can do anything. It's folk like us who pay the price. All that matters now is finding that doctor. He's got a reckoning coming. Yeah, chances of that are real high. Did you forget the Raps running amok and the Zeranium nearly blasting us to the void on the way in? I'm sorry. Let's just move on.
Yeah, I don't have high hopes either. What began as a humorous extracurricular study of Ursapods has become something of a passion. Countless hours of observation over countless bottles of pinnacle tea has concluded in the realization that the Ursapods are hardy and hardy creatures. They're not lone predators. Rather, they have been found to be living in groups of families, in layperson's terms, though whether they're related or otherwise biologically involved, we are not yet established. They even play together in the snow. Can you imagine? As we got to know these arthropods from afar, we began to fear that the Archive's ongoing work would prove detrimental to the Cloister's climate. As we were stationed here to ascertain, we're pleased to note that despite the minor erosion and melting of ice caps directly around the Archive, the temperature of the planet has not noticeably increased. This is welcome news to all of us here at the laboratory, not only in regard to the ecological stability of the planet, but for the continued health and happiness of our ursopod friends. The tip of the verdant iceberg, a scientist report. It's come to my attention that my colleagues have hypothesized that I'm one beach short of a functioning abacus, all for exploring the possibility of cultivating plant life on Cloister, but I'm pleased to report that I've disproved such hypotheses. After much trial and error and repeated orders of new seedlings from Eden, I've successfully nurtured a specimen of ginseng to maturity. This particular specimen's seeds have exhibited an extraordinary amount of adaptive properties, leading me to believe that the plant could survive even without my careful tending. I will transplant several seedlings in the coming weeks for observations and try not to get ahead of myself, daydreaming of a green cloister. Grafting lab files. Protocol in the event of malfunction. The following missive applies to all lab personnel. Please see Dr. Rasmussen with any questions or concerns. In the event of malfunction, the subject in question should be immediately contained and kept under close observation. Any further developments should be noted in full. As for any subject that expires, it should be moved to the cargo hold and kept on ice within its containment chamber. In any case, any biological manner should need retrieving at a future date. The following subjects are kept in containment under close observation until further notice. 3 raptidons, 1 mantipilar, 38 sprats, 5 vertipods, and 1 cystipedes. Management regrets that there are no containment units large enough to host the most rambunctious of the subjects elsewhere. So for now, they are to be kept on the main laboratory floor. All lab personnel are reminded to keep their distance and not maintain eye contact for too long. List of graft recipients. M. Lung, no signs of failure detected. Release granted after 3 days. W. Curtis, catastrophic failure. Platelet transfusion attempted. Release not recommended until further analysis is complete. A. Ortiz, signs of slow failure. Subject refused observation. Release granted after 8 days. Raptidon, catastrophic failure. Autopsy and full report has been requested. Cystipig, success. Subject exhibits greater capabilities in speed, intelligence, and resilience. Recommend transferring to containment unit for further observation. Ursopod cub, pending. Subject has undergone preparation for surgery. Strongly recommend keeping its mother within our strongest containment unit.
Over here! These beasts have me pinned down! Handle them straight away, please! I cannot let my genius be wasted here!
Boy, damn coward! We'll see how you beg when we're face to face.
Wait, I want to explore this first. Shameless, that guy. Let's go back and well, we can't go in there.
Back in business.
Don't make me confiscate your weapon.
Sorry.
Mechanist Tate speaking. I need the record to show that I have reported many times that these pressure
This is the long way around. Should we not have the hack
only to be
ability?
ignored each of those times. And
I think.
now I'm out here in the voided cold, attempting to stop this leak from getting worse. And what was that? Stay back, creature! Blast that doctor for locking the catcher in the gun safe. This is when I need it.
Oh. Ew. This is sealed shut, right? Yeah. Nothing over here. Oh. What is that? Okay, that's the door to down there.
Looks like a fight.
Is this the cub that Terminal mentioned? Still breathing, but only just. Void. That must be his mama on the other side of the glass. We were too late for the soldier back there, but not too late for this cub. We should help.
We need the override.
Poor things. Been there.
Oh, law. Wasn't keen on seeing a fight between them.
Oh. Ha ha ha. I'm just gonna look away.
Eyes up. I spy a vent. Perhaps a slyer approach is warranted.
I'm just kidding.
please. I'm so worried that nobody intercepted my distress signal.
Oh, we got his signal all right. Let's get the bastard.
I'd offer to bet on how this turns out, but I'm afraid the act might throw off my equations.
He's got a lot of... After a careful analysis of more than 1,804 Arctic spreads, 507 Pods, and 68 ice formations, it has been concluded that the archive continues to have a barely perceptible effect on Cloister's ecology. I commend the foresight of the archive's architects for containing all of its processing heat so well within its walls. However, the slight this perceptible effect may be, over the decades we will acquire more. His entry appears to have been interrupted in the middle of his drafting. This message is intended specifically for any personnel who handled fauna. In addition to removing any sensitive information on our research here, I must ask that you release all Ursapods and our observation suites back into the wild. Archivist Leslie has seen to it that all Ursapod subjects be given the proper medicaments to invigorate them and hasten their reacclimation. Perhaps their presence outside will have the added benefit of detracting any would-be squatters from overtaking our laboratory. I say the chances are high indeed. May the numbers guide you, Dr. Bylaw. Oh, he's got nerve all right.
Wasn't a person alive who could best the matriarch Ursapod. Yet, here you are. What a show!
You the doctor in charge here?
Indeed I am, soldier. And my, what a picture you are! What exquisite graft work. Might I trouble you for an examination?
So you're the one who butchered my friend, Ortiz. The one who tortured those creatures out there. Who killed that soldier.
What's going on? I don't know any Ortiz, I swear it. I'm just a doctor. Please, don't shoot.
Nice try.
Records? I don't know of any such... Oh, bother. Fine, yes, I did complete a procedure on one Trooper Ortiz, along with 2 others. He eagerly offered himself up for this project's first human trials. Rather hasty in hindsight. I know what you're thinking. Yes, the grafting program was officially shuttered 6 months ago. That was not a lie. But I thought it a shame, and it seems I wasn't alone in that. I was recruited for this unofficial venture soon after. Don't understand the need for secrecy myself, but our sponsor demanded it. I dared not ask too many questions.
Who is this sponsor?
He's some manner of executive. I don't know his name or official title, I swear. My orders came down the long, long chain of command. I'm only doing what I was told.
Enough with the excuses. You absolute wretch. Any scientist with any shred of decency would have refused your position. Your precious data is nothing compared to those you killed.
I sympathize with your friend, soldier. Truly, I do. But if I mourned every failure within these walls, I might never operate again. You must understand that the work we do here is greater than any one life. We can change the galaxy for the better.
Yeah. Historically, no good is a experience.
According to who? You? If it's not in Auntie's history, it's ancient history as far as I'm concerned. If you require convincing that my experiments have led to many breakthroughs, witness me. My own lungs would have failed without my prototyping of a device to keep me alive. Make no mistake, if you kill me, my research and knowledge will be gone forever. The suffering you've seen here will be nothing in comparison to what I could have prevented.
Enough about you.
It's been a long time coming, but I believe I've laid the groundwork for treating injury and illness far better than modern medicine can manage. We are on the precipice of regrowing limbs that had been lost in accidents, reversing brain trauma, nerve damage, mayhaps aging one day.
Aging is crazy.
It would be a boon to humanity, and a boon to Auntie's bottom line.
Sure, maybe one day I'll go
Soon
wings
he'll
and
be
fly.
saying he can bring folk back from the grave. It's nothing but lies.
Let's not be hasty. I see your graft is a result of revision surgery. Your first go was...
Well, I meant that sarcastically, but I guess
you were
my
considered
character
a
said
failure
that
of the
seriously.
program, yes? I know what happened to those failures. Demoted, disgraced. It was horrible business. And yet, you still wear our colors. You want to reclaim your station, don't you?
You don't know anything about what I want.
You've not even heard my offer. Were you a true friend or associate or whichever, you'd let her decide for herself.
Whether I want to regain my position or not doesn't matter. I don't want your help. I will not benefit from the pain of others.
You think there were no victims of the first program? That your existence isn't built off the bones of those who came before? You're no more righteous than I. You simply looked away. Now, if you stay your hand, I will grant you 2 state-of-the-art grafting parts. They cannot fail. Install one of them, and you'll see my earnest intent. You were never the broken thing they made you, soldier. If you wish it, you may still become a most extraordinary specimen.
This guy's crazy.
No. Stop talking. Stay there. Don't make any stupid moves, understand? The adults need to have a talk over here. Commander, I don't know what to do. I came here intending to make him pay for what he's done. And I can't shake the reasons I've seen to burn this place to the ground. But what if he's right? What if something in his work is worth saving? What if this is my chance to make something
I
of my
accept
life?
you. We accept you.
To be accepted again. I appreciate that, Commander. But I still ain't so sure that's true. We've grown close, you and I. And you know full well I ain't keen to ask for help, but I can't afford a mistake. I could spare this doctor, explore this research's potential, but if I kill this man and exact retribution for Ortiz, I'll never know for sure what that research might have wrought. And if I do that, there'll be no going back for me. Myself one of Auntie's own. Would I even want to? Thank you. I was just kidding myself, thinking I might ever look at a place like this again and feel different. There was only ever one real outcome.
What? Why are you looking at me like that? Don't shoot me. We were in the midst of negotiating.
I have no need for negotiating, Doctor. You brought this on yourself.
Oh.
Let's just take what we need and get out. I can't stand the sight of this place any longer.
She blew his head clean off. Jeez. Ew. Personal notes. So begins my first account of my new lab. I must admit, I had my doubts during our outrageously frigid expedition through the caves, but now that the work is finally beginning, my heart is singing. With no restrictions to stifle me, I believe we'll make swift progress with the grafts beyond what even the executives could dream. Our only limit is our own abilities. Normally I might scoff at using secondhand equipment, but I admit those order fellows do appear to know their science. They don't appear to know how to keep their doors reinforced, however. That cave-in at the cargo door is letting in quite a horrid draft. Mayhaps the next soldiers who arrive with supplies can be put to work fixing it. The imbecile Wallingford. First, the idiot wastes countless samples of Arctic ginseng in our storeroom, and now he's made up with our one-of-a-kind prototypical coverall set. That utter buffoon. Archivist Leslie has urged me to send word to corporate or to put out a warrant for his capture by other forces in the region, but no, I shan't. Not only will I not let that wandering fool bring unwanted eyes towards our operation here, but it's only a matter of time before the elements claim him, and I might send a mechanist or two to achieve the prototype on his body. Poor form, Trooper Wallingford, you died as you lived. Outgoing messages to all lab staffers. I've been instructed to stress the importance of keeping this lab's location a secret. What we do here may only be discussed between those of us who are present in the lab at any time. No, your buddies planetside or your off-world lovers are not exempt from this rule. Anyone found to be exchanging confidential information will be swiftly reprimanded and demoted. As a reminder, when you're on duty here, your only outside contact is to be with troopers who make weekly supply drops in the maw, and no, they're not exempt from the previous rule either. Sir, not to cause undue alarm, but I write to inform you that we've experienced a bit of zeranium leak here at the lab, but my best mechanist is investigating a fix as I write this. I expect operations to be back up and running at full capacity this time tomorrow. Just know that if you for some reason see a dip in productivity during this time, this would be the only reason why. I'm just as upset as you are, sir. I had to put one of my most exciting experiments to date on hold, just as surgery was due to begin. Still, I trust the results will be well worth the wait for both of us. An unwelcome development has occurred. It seems the beast in containment are more clever than we realized. As we've been distracted with the leak, the creatures have seized the advantage and broken free of their cages. Oh, how they rampage. Oh, how they roar. I've sent an emergency SOS signal over the frequency we use for our supply drops. With any luck, they'll hear our plea and swoop in for the rescue. If they do not, well, I fear nobody in the lab will be left alive in the wake of these ravenous beasts. I might suggest putting a cover story together in case the message appears to have been hastily sent. Got a new recipe. Ha. Yep. This, Whew. What's the event? Oh yeah. Oh. Anything else? do we get in here?
What are they doing in this place? Ain't no purpose for this. This clear disregard for life.
This is where we all nod and say it's humanity that are the real monsters.
Yes, yes, Marisol. It's very tragic. Return to Ethel's lab. Well, let's do Marisol's quest while we're on this planet. I don't trust that at all. Right, so if you're just tuning in, we are currently heading to Marisol's side quest up on Cloister. Maybe I should have started with this one first, because it's a lot closer. Ooh, more bodies.
Protectorate checkpoint. All Protectorate subjects should prepare to be questioned, searched, twice,
right instruction, and restored
non-subjects should prepare to be
right. Physical.
eviscerated, or otherwise executed in accordance with Protectorate law.
Hence, a formal audit of the grounds.
Amplificator has ready status.
Each hastening to cover. Yeah, the craft is ready, and frankly, pissed off. Craft doesn't sense a target. You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
locking them down.
Taking cover!
He's replenishing my firearms.
Please release her. They always come from that big building across the street. Before they open the gate, they must leave a key in there.
Sorry, Tristan, but rolls. Well, might as well take all this stuff. Ooh, a key. Sounds like it's gonna unlock. I mean, we might as well take everything now here, and like, we don't have to worry about them again. Ooh, food. I love food. Oh, door key. Oh. Workbench, not gonna use it now. Sure, let's... What do I need sealed?
It's clear. Go, go, go!
Okay.
No reason to reason with you.
Okay. No thanks, I see. Nothing to work. Well, Tristan probably wasn't happy about that, but good thing he wasn't here, right? Coolant tank. We want to go right here. Yes. Well, it looks like we're headed the right way. Oh wait, that's not. A Volperine. Well, I'm not gonna kill it. It's harmless. Reasons pass.
Reasons pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado.
First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some daft cultists. I don't even know what group you hullheads belong to. Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form, if you possess any at all.
Well, looks like they're in the middle of the war.
Don't leave all full of anger now. Just leave.
I'm supposed to meet with this person, right?
There's nothing even here anymore. If you're weirdly intent on dying for nothing, it's your life. I'm fine.
Armed and ready.
Oh. Come on, scrappers.
Looking a little woozy there, Commander. Standing by to stupefy. This thing's got a mean streak.
You want
That's not who I think it is it? Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up.
Okay, food, eaten. Okay. One more down here. Yeah. Okay. Wine. Okay. What do we do? Just grabbing everything that's... Okay. Man, yeah.
Marisol. You're here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Things were left in a...
It was somewhat complicated, even by order standards. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anais Bujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anais Bujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
We doing introductions? I'm Inez. Don't mind the uniform, I'm freelance. And got no quarrel with you besides.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Extraordinaire!
So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends.
How did you end up here?
I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation, using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations. filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox. Risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
You two seem
She's
normal.
mentioned the little spook show we used to work at, right? I was an analyst in predictive risk assessment. She was, in the field, as it were. Solving the universal equation is the ultimate purpose of every member of the Order. Our express remit was to identify events that could delay or derail that.
Once an issue was identified, I'd be assigned to address it.
At a certain point, I became one of her assignments. 3 years I've sent them packing. Corporate leeches, brainwashed drones, whatever this shoddy little bunch is now. Think any had the slightest wit how difficult it would be to pack up 20 years of research? The sheer number of journals and binders? Why the Abakai alone? No. If they did, they would realize I am here to stay.
How often do they appear?
Well, not as much nowadays. Rather obvious there's nothing here. It's bereft of any strategic importance. All it offers is the promise of getting shot. Yet still, every now and again, someone gets a wild hair and ups wise to come calling. Suspect it's simple arrogance, really. Someone shoos them off, perhaps a mite rudely, and they take umbrage, get all prideful and huffish, and so it goes.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you.
Can they be like...
You go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years,
they
the
be
Order
more personal?
heedlessly stumbled. First, Auntie's invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly.
It's bothering me that her hand is clipping through her arm. Like, it's very noticeable.
Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable. I assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime.
Smoking's bad. I need to take these cigarettes away from you.
Yes. Should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here.
You can get that pistol over. Enter unorthodox notion reclusion at Winter's Grasp. Can we cut through there?
Let me handle this.
Let's take this stuff.
Time to earn my commission. Brass raring to go. Is ready, and frankly, pissed off. Anyone else? Here, a medic! Back in business.
Okay.
Think we should make for Fairfield for the grafting lab. This mechanical augmentation could be of use to me, to us, if we can get it installed on the shoulder. And maybe I can bend the doc's ear for a moment or two. If anyone can help me make sense of what happened with Rasmussen, it's her. I need answers. So
yeah, sure. After this.
Right. I know we got a lot of other things to handle at present. I'll try not to let this cloud my focus.
Wait, I just remembered that I have 3 weapons equipped. That's why I couldn't, Cleo's the hunt, yeah. Okay. Ooh, snack cakes.
Mess with me, you get the claw. Vitals looking a mite marginal, Commander.
Earl.
Look alive, Commander. Not quite charged yet.
Commander, you're bleeding. Can't attack what's not there. No combatant on my scopes. Standing by to stupefy. Can't attack what's not there. Lay low, Commander. Medic's order. Anyone else here, a medic? Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. I would not refuse medical support.
Back in business. Nothing to hit. Craft doesn't sense a target. Popping that claw. Me, you get the claw.
Thank you, dear.
Back in business. Let me handle this.
Man, too many people have died out here. Like, why would you want to camp out here?
The cultists have made camp over there. Sure would hate to interrupt their little blood sacrifice or what have you.
My brothers and sisters, the architect has honored us with this divine rift. In the name of the architect, we are tasked with defending this glorious gateway from the heathens and ne'er-do-wells who would see its magnificent sully. Remember, any who die defending the rifts, the greatest of the architect's creations, will find themselves reborn in perfection. To die in their service is not a mark of shame. It is an honor of the highest order.
Is there a way through, or is this just a dead end? This is just a dead end.
weapon ready, Commander.
Liquidate them!
Torpificator at ready status.
Graph's tingling.
Can't attack what's not there.
Taking position so I can...
Okay, I was clearly aiming at the snow, not her. Jesus. What?
Company, Commander. The unfriendly kind.
Not exactly the lightest of humors right now.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
They owe me! Still!
This way. Okay.
Look alive, Commander.
Torpificator at ready status.
Graph's back.
past that bridge.
It's a brawl. Do try to limit further damage, Commander. Thank you, dear. Feature me up. It would improve your odds. It's a brawl.
My aftermarket parts are prime. Help me end this fight on my feet.
Thanks, dear.
Back in business. Draft doesn't sense a target.
Torpificator has ready status.
Auntie's choice.
Welcome, intrepid consumer, to Auntie's Choice territory. The wonders of winter's grasp lay ahead, though do stay on the road. The ice caves conceal all manner of dangers.
Can't you see I'm on the clock here?
Trooper.
Can't you see I'm busy
Trooper.
trying to look busy?
Hayes! Hayes, can you hear me?
Hayes, your family is depending on you. You've got to shake off these vapors, man, and clear your head.
I've no fair ideas of how to proceed, White. Nothing we do seems to garner the... Yes? Can I, wait. Welcome, potential customer, to the majesty of Auntie's military might. Normally, I would be at your service, but I'm dealing with a situation here.
What's wrong?
It's really none of your...
Sarge, maybe they can help. The two of us are certainly out of options.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You? Very well. The issue is our compatriot, Trooper Hayes. He seems to have some kind of break or shock to the head, and he's, well...
Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker. Try a gross habit, it sucks natty bits. This flogger's a stopper, you just can't brush off her.
He's that.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive and communicating only in jingles. At first I thought it might be some manner of marketing ploy, but it seems permanent.
Was he hurt?
The artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before the assault began. and the rounds shook the ground so badly that our lantern flew off its hook on the wall.
And it
Hayes
hit him
put
in the
his hands
head.
over his ears, lay feet on the ground. And after the only thing that had come from his mouth were jingles. Old archaic jingles, ones I haven't heard in years. We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged, just the cost of his family's lodgings on the claim is more than enough to bankrupt them. Neither's been of any use.
Crabble crabble fabrics are exalting. The chitin shimmers and it shines. Your clothes will be so pretty, it's worth smelling like sea brine. Calorie killer, my weight loss pillar. Micro critters in my stomach, destroying all my dinner. La 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 la. The fastest way to thin is letting no calories in.
Do you want to try? No, I'm not going to try and sing. Chakras, Caravel Fabrics, and now Diet Aids. Is there a link between them?
Yes. Well, maybe. They're the kind of sales roles you take when you're young, before you reach an age to become a real earner. Sadly, you're probably right. We'll try and get him back to base and hope there's enough in his account to cover psychodesectification. Thank you for trying to help.
Sprattle brand frat, the only lard for your vat. Once you fry in our cold press fat fat, you'll never even dream about going back.
Well, let's keep going. Shame we couldn't help that guy.
Whoa there, go-getter. Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid
I like his
informant for
suit. I
Auntie's
really
choice?
like that.
Breathe once for yes.
Yes.
Field Agent Auerbach, proprietary inside acquisition. Our team's presently occupying these premises, but haven't fully brought them to heel, per se. Say, you look like some sort of rogue former member of the Order. Maybe you could tell us what this place is supposed to be.
Me? Part of the Order? Oh, no, dear. I assure you I simply share their love of sweeping cloaks and sciencey-looking accessories. I shall update my wardrobe to avoid such confusion.
Would you happen to be familiar with this campus? We're not entirely clear what it was used for. As far as we can tell, Order's been cleared out for some time. If not, I might politely inquire what exactly you're doing here. We scour rival facilities for hidden recipes, secret formulas, special ingredients, and assorted confidential internal know-how, then develop it into products to bring to market. It's a unique brand of warfare, exclusive to Auntie's choice, designed to break incredible ingenuities out of cloistered captivity and share them across the
So
galaxy.
you steal recipes and sell
Hell
it
of a
for
way
yourself.
of putting it. An agent of theirs once liberated a healing compound from my med bag and sold it back to me for twice the price.
Information wants to be freed, then priced and shared along understood lines of commodification and distribution. That seemingly unimposing edifice over there? Good luck with that. Lost a few peons in there. Place is full of deleterious traps devised by Order ingenuity. Whatever's stored inside must really be something. At some point, we'll work up the nerve to return. Been scouring all the other buildings clean since. Uh-huh. Sure you will. Oh, well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies. Then we can step over your cadavers and maybe use them for a shield. Alternately, if you manage to find anything marketable, probably be game to barter for it later. Assuming you don't die. Which in that case, we'll probably just retrieve it off your corpse. Either way.
Well, I wonder what would happen if access wasn't granted. Okay, so what are we doing here? Right, the research copies.
Got some test sprats volunteering to jump into that meat grinder, I see.
You're new. Don't seem like another one of these trade secret vultures either. War means nothing to them, you know. How about you? Know there's a war on, don't you? You here to help me win it?
Why would I lie?
Suppose you should.
Well, I suppose we can just help with. No, wait. Why would I'm like, why would I help Auntie's choice at this point?
That whole place is one big death trap. You want in? Be my guest.
Oh, look who finally decided to appear.
Anais, you're not supposed
How
to
did you
be
get
here.
here? Oh wait.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time
Granted,
arriving,
we did get
I found
lost.
a way inside these corporate drones haven't discovered. I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen. Peeked around a little. They've conveniently posted signs where various types of dangerous research materials are stored away.
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything.
Burn down initiation is listed on the top floor. They destroy materials through immolation there.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the facility's own incineration measures would be prudent.
I saw signs for heretical miscellany, time-wasting contrivances, detrimental cognitive enhancers, and prevaricated hypotheses, in addition to cataclysmic ends.
Anais, stay here. Please.
I expected such to be your attitude, but I'll have you know that
I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite. I need you to guard this entrance. Anyone appears, come running.
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that office. Standard order redundancy measure. Let's out past the barrier over there.
I'll hang back a moment while you depower that fence. Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all. We'll stay here. You find a way to disable these fences.
I can't imagine me being able to pick it up from here. Okay, event. How did I manage this? Oh my god. Oh well, my controller batteries are low. Let's not mess this up again. Oh, jeez.
Research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate these efforts. After some light early successes, we refined further and received results beyond our wildest intent. Soon, members of other departments were idling away at our offices for hours, absorbed with what soon became known as brain puzzlements. My personal productivity was quite adversely affected by the mather. I still see it sometimes when I close my eyes. We finally locked them away to keep from engaging with them. Unfortunately, copies were smuggled
One of the many
out and
ideologies and doctrine
distributed
found
far
inimical
and
to the
wide,
solving of the universal
leading to the
equation,
oft-cited
philosophism may be the most
equational
pernicious.
delay incident.
Hello? Someone there? Hello? Help! Please!
Shh! What is it?
Thank the law somebody came by. I've been rationing my anti-Cleo Borst rockets, and you know what? Your tongue turns black if you eat them all week. Might concerning, since it's all I have. Boy, am I out of the loop. I clearly ought to read more. Last 6 days would have been the perfect time to bone up on all the latest academic journals, too. Bad string of luck. We were sizing up the place, well, the lobby, when our boss ordered us to find an off switch for them traps, which required us to negotiate through or around said traps to do so. A bunch of the others got killed. I got stuck in here. Boss left with the rest. You think you could get me out somehow? Like, right about now, even?
Hold on. You're not even remotely considering releasing him, are you? A trade secret vulture from Auntie's choice? Free to roam in a building full of order secrets?
What are you suggesting? That we let this poor fool die a slow, lonesome death?
Granted, time-wasting contrivances is concerning only to those of us in the Order. But just one of those brain puzzlers put back the solving of the universal equation by months. I certainly wouldn't want Auntie's choice obtaining research related to cataclysmal ends, or monetizing prevaricated hypotheses for that matter. At the end of the day, it's just an Auntie's choice auxiliary dabbler. Hardly a cute little woolly cow or something. There's a low probability of that occurring. But it's true. Can't rule it out.
I mean, yay!
Do whatever you think is best here. I still don't completely agree, but I trust your decision.
I promise not to, blow up the universe. Or, whatever it is you two are worried about, I guess.
Can you let me out now, please?
How we... See? Can't exactly do that. How am I supposed to...
You're young and spry. You can handle that.
What? You guys just teleported at me. Oh. I wonder what I needed to do without it. I have completed the extensive refiling process required to separate the sequestered material archived here in the following categories. 1. Theoretically lacking groundless suppositions, oft-times regarding presumed collusion by secretive fictional cabals, though also on occasion ascribed to corporated political or factional rivals. 2. Intentionally spread false data, fabricated narratives and misrepresentations ascribed to cultural, ethnological, and or factional rivals. Some reverse bill, unfortunately, may be present, as it becomes increasingly difficult to ascribe intent in these cases. The line betwixt those deliberately aiming at being malicious and those simply possessing wild delusory reasons is often so thin as to almost be non-existent. Please note, of all the many types of hazardous notions confined to this facility, prevaricated hypotheses is clearly growing at the most alarming rate. Yours in the plan, tenured archivist is Nika. What's upstairs?
We'll stay here. Who left this vent open? Security around here was tighter in my day.
Research request logs. Cataclysmic ends. I am hereby formally requesting approval to access sensitive information found inside the Cataclysmic Ends chamber, having found evidence that it may assist my efforts in the solving of the universal equation. Invoking security clearance level, anchor right. Security clearance acknowledged. Request provisionally granted under the conditions that it is viewed under the strictest conditions within the cataclysmic end chamber, and no materials are removed from the premises. I reviewed the research notes from the excommunicated seer Anais, behold, and properly stored them back into the cataclysmic ends chamber. Having secured your approval, only a few pages of notes will be taken from the facility. Thank you for your important assistance in the most important of matters.
Did I read that correctly? Seemed concerning.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've got company in the form of an Auntie's Choice patrol. Seems their representative wishes to parley.
Don't shoot! Like she said, I'm just here to talk. No, we're not exactly friends at present, but, temporary truce, perhaps? Believe I've pieced together what you all are up to here. And I am willing to offer a mutually beneficial arrangement. Spied the signs on the way up. Our team has a keen interest in much of the research stored here. But cataclysmic ends, which I presume you're here to destroy, don't like the sound of that at all. By all means, burn every last trace. But let us keep the rest, and you'd benefit as well.
How?
The idea of any Order research falling into Auntie's Choice hands is utterly abhorrent to me. I advise a rigorous refusal, as in no witnesses.
I could hear that, you know. Hoping she's not your main negotiator here. Oh, nothing particularly heinous. We may conceivably utilize some information in the possible formation of potential new products. No harm to you, or anyone.
Can't really predict how Auntie's Choice would market heretical miscellany, but I could easily foresee them rushing detrimental cognitive enhancers to market.
Unfortunately, she's right. And our R&D ain't what it used to be. We'd best be careful with any sensitive intel.
Suppose I'd be reasonably happy with that. Some claim these mental recreations possess untapped commercial potential. I accept. If it's all the same to you, I'll just dawdle here while you complete the process. You know, in case you change your mind.
I'll prep the burners and make sure we have no more visitors. Burners are lit. Control board is activated. Commence the burn down process.
Well then, that seems sufficiently carbonized, cinderized. No half measures from the Order. Say what you will about them, but they are nothing if not thorough.
Excellent. Well, a deal's a deal. Meet me downstairs after you're done here, and we'll settle up.
And all Auntie's Choice receives from it all are some distractful diversions. Well, that should decimate Auntie's Choice productivity for the foreseeable future. Nicely done.
My original notes and research are burnt to a crisp. It's over. Finally.
Happy
I'm
ending for
sorry,
everyone.
but I saw on the terminal that an external party gained authorization to study it. There's at least one set of copies out there. Give me some time. I'll find them.
What do you need from me?
To go on and live your life. Round other people, not holed up in a dilapidated shack. We'll settle the rest.
You can't possibly expect to leave me behind again without a fight.
Why don't we burn that bridge when we get to it? We still need to get out of here first.
Well, a happy ending for everyone, I guess.
Yeah.
Where did that guy go?
Pleasure doing business with you. I can't wait to monetize this brain puzzle garbage.
Be sure to try it. Should be right engaging. For anyone with a little gray in their upper story.
Huh. Maybe I will at that. We deeply appreciate your assistance in further expanding the ever-growing Auntie's Choice proprietary insight catalog. Be seeing you.
Suppose this is goodbye. No. I recognize that look in Marisol's eyes. There's nothing for it. Been interesting to see you. Before I forget, I meant to give you this. Little something I made.
So we're good? You and I. Everything... settled?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but good as ever.
Oh my god, her
Don't think I
hair.
don't see what you're doing with all this, though. You've always been who you are, but you weren't you for decades. A new cause comes up and you take it on immediately. Because saving the universe is easier than confronting yourself. Whoever you are now, whoever you're going to be, just take care. Don't be a stranger.
Goodbye, Anais. Yes, she's every bit as keen-edged, vexatious, and contrary as I remembered her. Appreciate your support. Been a spell since I could rely on anyone like that. Though, suspect that's my own damn fault. Ah, Anais snuck something by me again, didn't she? What was that last thing she said?
Don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger. Right. All right. I suppose you remain on my good side. May the plan favor us against long odds.
Hey, I wonder what happened to that guy. He's probably not in here, though.
Phew. Well, that's a relief. Didn't think I'd ever get free. No thanks to you, ma'am.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
I wouldn't make her mad if I were you.
Don't have to tell me twice. This is all the bits I have on me. Not much, but thanks. I'll be out of here as soon as it seems safe.
Perfect. Well, at least we got bits out of it. Alright, let's hear you out. What's...
Glad we could make a deal.
Alright, what is it?
Oh, you're back. Not too inconvenienced by our little war now, I hope. No one else around here appears to be. Oh, they did they? Hope you got that in writing, friend. No? Well, still, I'm not averse to providing ample recompense for valuable time and life-risking activities. Thing is, our local forces are in something of a bind. The Protectorate camp effectively bisected the territory we presently occupy. An intolerable vulnerability. Said camp is situated betwixt here and points to the north.
We took care of a protector.
Take it out, reconnect the territories, and walk away somewhat richer. If you're agreeable to other work, I have something light. Simple shakedown, really. Couldn't be easier. A Sub-Rosa finagler operates out of the Port Authority building at the landing pad near Winter's Grasp. Sub-Rosa works with both sides, understood. But I want to know what she's into with the Protectorate. Let's say I'm curious. Look forward to hearing what she knows.
Well, we cleared a protectorate camp, but I guess that's not all of them. Okay, and then... Okay, there's 3 protected camps. Let's finish this. Okay, so let's finish Inez's quest and check out this last graft that we got. Ooh. And then, now that we're leaving this planet, so let's go back to a more cohesive outfit of the Dragoon armor, and Dragoon helmet. There we go, I look good now. Okay. Going to... Eating me go. What's up there? One last thing to do. You know what? Wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I don't think that saved a lot of time in the long run.
All these rifts got everyone riled up.
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas.
At those lab, here we go. Oh, this is like... this is stuff we should have, like, done at the beginning.
Ah, Inez. Have you come back for a tune-up? I've got just the injection for that. Freezes those pesky muscles right back into place.
No, yeah, a tune-up sounds good. I got a device that might help stabilize what I got going on up on the shoulder. Ought to let me use my graft all the more often. Think you can install it?
Oh, well, this device is unusual and rather ingenious, if I may say so. Hold still, dear. This should take but a moment. There. I dare say you won't be needing any tune-ups in the near future. But I do trust you'll find an excuse to come by for the occasional visit. Where did you find such a device, anyhow? What is it, dear? You look, well, a bit like you've been stung by a terror ray. I've got ointment for that too, you know.
Did you know that the grafting program is still going?
Whatever do you mean? The program was shut down more than 6 months ago. Any further funding would be in direct violation of Auntie's orders.
Well, it
It was off the
was.
books, Doc. We found a grafting lab way out on Cloister, still operational. Oh, I ain't seen horrors like that in my life. They were brutalizing folk and creatures, paying them no mind, giving them no honor even if they succumbed to the process. The doctor there, he killed a friend of mine. And you're telling me you knew nothing of it?
Inez, I swear I didn't. That sounds... Oh, Sovereign's mercy, that sounds precisely like what I would protest with every breath.
The creatures they were experimenting on broke out of their cages, killed most of the staff. But you know what's worse? Keeping a dead soldier's body on display. Like a thing. I found the doctor in charge, still alive, cowering. I killed him, and let his sick aims die along with him. There's no good that can come of his work. Nothing.
But this ain't the extent of it, I fear. I need to find out who's responsible for all this.
Oh, Inez, I know you do. But with the program officially shuttered, it would be awfully difficult to ascertain which individual has the pockets to fund such a... Wait. Yes, that does shed light on a correspondence I received recently. A vice president sent a message asking for my presence and scientific expertise to discuss a unique opportunity. I found the secrecy odd at the time, but I do suppose it lines up with your discovery.
Ain't surprising. What's his name? Where can we find him?
His name is Willard Conan, VP of Experimental Operations.
I just realized I was off-center this whole stream.
in charge of the grafting program at its inception. He's... Oh, I know that look. If you mean to do something, I beg you.
Doc, with all due respect, what I do with him when I get there is my own damn business.
Ethel, please.
I will help you. Vice President Conan's office is aboard the Undisputed Claim, the flagship of Auntie's choice. I do not know where exactly, as I've never been, but it's my understanding that you will need to present this calling card to gain entry. Inez, all I ask is that you remain safe. A terrible wrong has been done, but do not throw your life away to right it. You might seek justice via other means.
I can't promise anything, Doc, but I'll try. Thank you for everything.
Well, it looks like Inez's quest isn't over yet. But we're nearing the end. God, this is creepy. Like, this is a real person, too, isn't it? This is creepy. I don't know, like this, like, I don't think it will take that long. We could go there right now.
Have an update about that.
Commander, I've been thinking. Can I bend your ear a moment? We got the intel we need, Commander. The Undisputed Claims our destination. When we find Willard and stop this law-damned program in its tracks, Auntie's Choice will get what's coming to them. Been doing some thinking about ending the grafting program for good. It's gotta happen. I just didn't think it would start this way. With me turning murderer. Auntie had me good and fooled. She ain't any better than Spacer's Choice. Making any of them see reason is an impossibility. Our overlords had a saying in Tau Ceti. If you got a rabid canid, you put it down before it maddens the whole pack. They used to say it about us workers, like we were the problem. It was terrifying. But now, I reckon I see some sense in that saying. Retribution never came for the folk at the top back then, but it certainly can now. Good thing I've already gotten started then. I wonder if this is what Ortiz had in mind when he sent me that message. He trusted my judgment, knew I always aimed to do right by him and folk everywhere. But he also knew both of us had been lied to when we joined up. The notion that our taking extraordinary risks would pay dividends.
Do you think he knew this would be the final straw? Yeah? I'm gonna cling to that notion for a while, if you don't mind. Maybe this is what folk mean by the architects setting things in motion. If I hadn't broken my contract, I wouldn't be here. Maybe proving myself was never the intention. Maybe this is what I was meant to do. Suppose we're fixing to find out.
I feel like I want to continue this next time. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Outer Worlds 2 stream, and I'll catch you guys next time.